I have friends all over the world, and I try to tell them about Texas music. And one of the things I always tell them is that a huge part of Texas music is the strong woman influence. And if anybody had any doubt about that, they should have listened to the last two people, because I refer to you the last two artists. Edie and Kat are great members of and examples of the best of that tradition, and I'm honored to follow them. And
Thank you.
with that, I can't.
I second that. I second that, and I tell you what, you're right about that. And I'm going to remove the spotlight. Okay, Ace, you got it all by yourself now.
All right, so
Ace Pounder, folks. He's a Dallas guy now. He's from Pennsylvania or
I'm
someplace.
actually in Plano. Yeah, I'm from
You're in
Pittsburgh.
Plano. Well, you and the next guy, you and Larry
Yeah, I
Bieber are
did.
both Plano. Yeah.
Of course, for the last year and a half, being in the same town is like being in the same galaxy. That's great. Can't see you, but all right, yeah.
Okay.
But hopefully, we'll all get together in the near future, and my backyard will always be open to any and all to sit around and, well, in my case, drink whiskey. Okay, all you.
And smoke cigars, right?
Yeah, I do.
And smoke cigars. Okay.
But I do it outside, so all the people who are not into such things can sit on the other side of the porch and laugh at me, which they do frequently.
So what are you gonna play for us today? You gonna play the banjo? Or you gonna do the piano too?
I'm taking advantage of the fact people ask me. I was trying to explain what was so cool about the Zoom thing in music. And some of it is not so much fun because, we're all kind of people. That's why we write songs, okay? And so I like to be around my fellow musicians. But on the other hand, this does allow one really cool thing. And that is, I am a multi-instrumentalist. No, that doesn't mean anything weird or immoral. I just play a lot of instruments. It's not like I'm a thespian. Okay, great. Theater joke, guys. Okay. But I'm bummed, yeah. But seriously. So, but it's fun to play different instruments. So I'm going to play a bunch of them tonight.
Okay. Well, you got 30 minutes.
All righty, thank you. I also want to say that to use this as an ad for Tone Shop Guitars, who took this banjo that I've been fighting for 3 years, and all of a sudden it sounds great. These people are very, very good. They reworked this, and also I'll play a little bit on my Telecaster. They're very, very good. So Tone Shop Guitars. Anyway, this song. The only reason I'm still doing this song is because Harry liked it one time. This was just a song I wrote specifically for the banjo, and it was kind of for me, and I didn't think anybody else would be particularly interested. But Harry said, no, that's interesting. So this is for my father, and my father was a man of integrity. Dad was a looking you in the eye, shake your hand kind of person, and this, I think, is about him. Well, I'm not all that great looking, and yes, I'm overweight. I never expected life to be served up on a plate. I know that I'm not the richest guy, but when all is said and done, I am who I'm supposed to be. I am my father's son. I am my father's son. I am my father's son. I know who I'm supposed to be. I am my father's son. Well, I'm no good at the money stuff. I'm not the flashy kind. My riches are my wife and friends. They are who make me smile. I like to and chat with pals and with our dogs have fun and strive to find integrity and be my father's son. I am my father's son. I am my father's son. I am who I'm supposed to be. I am my father's son. For my dad.
Is he gone?
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Is your dad still alive?
No, he's been gone for 15 years
Yeah.
now. He was a remarkable guy. Good man indeed.
I'll bet.
I learned stuff about him at his memorial service. He was a bigger deal than I thought. He was a very modest person, and I appreciate that, especially in this time when everybody's, me.
Yeah.
Dad was not me. Dad was, you know. And now, without further ado, we take guitar number 2, which is a wonderful guitar basically designed for finger picking. I've come out of the proverbial closet as a guitar nerd. Talking to the Tone Shop guys, I'm not talking this. You know, I haven't talked to anybody. Edie went through and did the whole thing. I mean, she had the same experience I had when I was young. Went out there and played music, but I just went. I lost it. It was too difficult to do, and I've only come back recently. But it is wonderful to get some of that stuff back, and one of those is finger picking. Although I don't know if I compare to Ian on the finger picking, but I'll do my best. Anyway, this is a very silly song. This comes from a conversation I had with Mark David Manders, who's a very nice fellow and used to be my neighbor and gym buddy. And it was funny, we were in the gym and he said, what do you do? And we said, well, I'm a songwriter. And I said, well, damn, I used to be a songwriter. I still sort of am. I still kind of write. You know? And so we got to be friends. And one time we were in the parking lot and he dropped his iPhone and it cracked. And while I was talking to him, and he picked it up and we looked at it, and he said, maybe I can sell it on eBay because it looks like something, right? We both laughed, and I thought, that'd be a great song. So, for Mark, wherever he is, I was standing by the stovetop making pancakes while my family waited patiently. Just as I began to pour the batter, I was interrupted by a call from me. By the time that I returned, the pan was smoking. I scraped and pulled that pancake free. But just before I could toss it in the garbage, I saw a face looking back at me. It kinda looked like Elvis, though maybe it was Moses, though it could have been Jesus or Friar Tuck. There must be someone out there on eBay, so I can sell it and make a buck. Then, while almost to my office with my coffee, my arm was smacked by a running SVP. The coffee went flying in slow motion and landed with a splash all over me. My clean white shirt suddenly was mocha. I closed the door and I wriggled wriggled free. Just as I went to hang it in the closet, I saw a face looking back at me. Kinda looked like Elvis, though maybe it was Moses, though it could have been Jesus or Friar Tuck. There must be a buyer somewhere on eBay, so I can sell it and change my luck. Well, I was fumbling in my pocket for my car keys. Work was out and I was feeling pretty wound. As I hit reverse, I felt a little better. But it was then that I heard that awful crunching sound. I saw my battered iPhone on the pavement, lying where it really shouldn't be. But just before I tossed it in the back seat, I saw a face looking back at me. It was the face of Sauron, or was it L. Ron Hubbard? It could have been Nixon or Chairman Mao. Maybe it was Reagan or the late Merle Haggard. And I just stood there and just said, wow, it kinda looked like Elvis. Oh, maybe it was Moses, though it could have been Jesus or Friar Tuck. There must be a buyer somewhere on eBay, so I can sell it. Hey, what the heck? Little silliness, they never hit anything. Alright, the next one I sort of struggled with whether I should do or not, but I'm going to do it because, as I said, when I talk to people about Texas music, I am kind of a ambassador for it, and this is after Juneteenth is a Texas holiday first and foremost, and so I am going to dedicate this to that. It's if the symbolism isn't obvious enough, it's ridding ourselves of the devil of intolerance and hatred from all of us. So anyway. So hard to kill the devil when he's been around so long. It's hard to kill the devil when he's been around so long. But we can stand together and sing out that is wrong. Don't you know the devil's poison? It can burn right through your veins. Don't you know the devil's poison? It can burn right through your veins. It leaves suspicion, fear, and terror, conning you to believe that evil reigns. The devil bet the human worst lavished on us. He put his cash on hate. He hoped that race would break our souls and we'd forget what's made us great, but he was wrong. He misunderestimated you and me. If we cannot kill the devil, banish him, just you see. Let's chase the devil. This time we shall not miss. Come, let's chase the devil. This time we shall not miss. We will chase him from our garden and ban his racist viper's hiss. That's the end of the serious one. Actually, I shouldn't say serious because the next one is very serious.
Oh, this is the guitar you had worked on?
Yeah, this is my new best friend. I love this guitar. It's I've for years. I mean, even when I wasn't playing music, I used to sit around, play with friends, or just play for myself, play country music. And I always thought, man, I love the sound of the Telecaster. And then I went through a couple that I bought or friends I played, and I just wasn't happy with it. It just didn't sound like what I wanted it to sound like. And I bought this one on pure speculation in one of those ads that my wife tells me, don't do that, guilty. So anyway, I bought this, but it turned out, son of a gun, to be a good guitar. And when I got it first, it was just this crazy thing, and I put it aside. And I got, again, Tone Shop. Speaking for Tone Shop, they fixed it up, and they did a beautiful job. I mean, really, really, really super job. It plays really well. And so, actually, this, I usually wouldn't play this on the Telecaster, but I'm going to play just about everything on the Telecaster for a while. So, if you see this, it's me. I just like this. So, I mean, heck, the brand is, it's the Merle Haggard model. For me, what more could I want? So, anyway, this song is for my beloved. I look your way and feel you sway my heartbeat. Yes, you're the lass who once enchanted me. The kids say together we are so sweet. You'll always be just beautiful to me. To me, you're still the golden sun in wintertime. A few lifelines can't obscure that truth from me. Confident, you waltz waltz through life in perfect time. You'll always be just beautiful to me. Your glance still flashes stormy grace and beauty. Just deeper and more complex, like vintage wine, sorry. And frankly, you are still quite a cutie. I always melt when you put your hand in mine. I'm still a goofball when you smile and giggle. My heart still jumps when you look back at me. The twinkle in your eyes just remains a riddle. You'll always be just beautiful to me. There. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, my next, later, cat. Great to hear you, man. Friend, man, woman. Yes. Yes, the next one is going to require more coordination than I normally display. I am going to... camera 3, could you move this over? Yeah, there, talking to camera 3. They'll have this together in a minute. Yeah, just, live TV. This is what happens. But also lets me play the piano. I'd love to play the piano. Anyway, okay. Going from one love song to my wife to the next, am I still hearable?
Yes, I hear you.
I mean, you need to, okay, cool. This is about, as I said, love song for my wife. About, the most important things for all of us who've traveled and been here and there and done this and that. I don't want to sound like the Wizard of Oz, but there's some truth to the idea that your home is really just no place like home. So. Or in our case, the back porch. We've hiked the Alps in Switzerland, climbed the steps to Sacré-Cœur, tasted champagne in a limestone cave with a generous Grand Monsieur. We've walked around the Vondel Park, heard the cows all moo, but nothing there can ever compare to sitting on the porch with you. We strolled through Bruges in the summertime, sipped Alsatian wine in spring, waited for hours in Gare Nord, sitting with everything. Been late for dinner in Montmartre, like the Shenandoahs through, but nothing there could ever compare to sitting on the porch with you. We can smell the roses and pet some noses, feel the wind lift through the breeze, with the dogs at our feet. This is so life should be. Feel the roses, no, smell the roses, pet some noses, feel the wind rush through the trees, with the dogs at our feet. Isn't life sweet? Isn't this what life should be? Some people say I'm boring, I don't have enough to do. Nothing under the sun is nearly as fun as sitting on the porch with you. How am I doing? Oh, I have time for one more?
One more.
All right. Oh, I'm going to do this. I apologize beforehand because this is kind of a downer. And I was going to do a more uplifting song, but I just like this song. And everybody's been so good tonight, I feel like I need to keep the A-game stuff as opposed to... Let's hear Seth play around on the piano for one. So anyway, this is written to my... I had a human best friend and a canine best friend, and they both passed away in the last year, and it's been difficult. So this is written for my human best friend, but that's what it's about. I can't seem to find the festivity that traditionally defines this season. My shoulders droop against the cold, and I understand the reason why I'm down. It doesn't feel like New Year's without the big guy. I just don't feel inspired much this year. I'm sure there'll be parades and college football games, but the absence of his presence simply shrouds the day in pain. Doesn't feel like New Year's without the big guy. No smell of port and kraut perfume the air. No sneaking out for booze or laughing at the news, or sitting on the back porch exchanging intoxicated views. Doesn't feel like New Year's without the big guy. But we're grateful for the time that he is here, he was here. The grandkids will carry on beyond what we have known, and they'll cherish all the moments that they spent with him alone. doesn't feel like New Year's at all. Thank you. Thank you so much.